Hi! So we are going to Dumaguete in Siquijor in a few weeks. I will be booking the hotel accommodation that we will be staying at. Today is May 6th, and I wanted to document and share with you kung papaano ako mag-book, ano yung mga consider ko, which might also help you to decide where to book or how to book your hotel accommodation. So first is actually this trip, medyo rush na siya for me kasi normally I book ahead at least 3 months before the date of travel. So this is a special trip just because I purchased a Cebu Pacific Super Pass last year and I didn't realize na may restrictions pala on booking. So I knew about the Cebu Pacific Super Pass na sulit daw siya. It was recommended by many travel vloggers, travel influencers I see on Facebook and YouTube. And they also discussed the mechanics of how to book, how to purchase a Cebu Pacific Pass, and also yung redemption. But of course, you wouldn't actually know the real thing if wala kang Super Pass. It was my first time to actually purchase a Cebu Pacific Super Pass last year. Kasi sabi nila, sulit siya, which I actually do agree. Kasi syempre, the flight can be actually very expensive minsan. So I decided to purchase parang a round trip ticket. And yung restrictions na sinasabi ko when redeeming Super Pass is that, for example, today is May 6. Probably yung dates na pwede kang makapag-book is only on May 13 to, I guess, mga June 3, 4. Parang it's a 3-week window. So okay naman din sa akin yun when it was discussed by some of the travel vloggers. Okay naman sa akin yung ganong setup. But actually yung catch doon, yung hindi ko na-anticipate is that minsan walang send pass dun sa date na yun. Like, for example, I wanted to book sana 4 days lang. For example, Manila to Dumaguete to Manila for 4 days. Meron yung papunta, pero yung pabalik wala ng send pass available. Yun lang yung medyo tricky, no? So that you should be able to watch out for when redeeming. Make sure lang na may return ticket, or siguro mas maganda kung gano'n na mabook mo yung both yung papunta at pabalik para sigurado ka na may Super Pass. Kasi otherwise, you will be forced to stay sa lugar na yon until magkaroon ng SEB Pass available, which hindi naman guaranteed na magkakaroon on the day you want to travel back. So, ayun lang. A quick kwento about how this trip came about. I redeemed my Cebu Pacific Super Pass, and that is why medyo konti lang yung allowance ko to book the hotel. So, ayun, we will be traveling from Manila to Dumaguete ng May 28, which is a Wednesday. So, ganito. Basically, I do have an idea about how many days to stay. No? I actually forgot the specific time. Pero ang alam ko, hapon na yung dating namin sa Dumaguete. And then, we will be traveling to Siquijor na on day 1 para maaga kaming makagala sa Siquijor on the following day. So, day 2 and day 3 will be Siquijor. So, that's 29 and May 30. So, May 31 and June 1 are Dumaguete naman. So, 2 nights sa Siquijor and 2 nights sa Dumaguete. Right. Tama ba? Okay. Okay, so 2:15 p.m. yung arrival time namin sa Dumaguete. Actually, I booked with Agoda on the app. Tapos, I will double check sa Klook. There was a time that I booked a hotel sa Agoda. And then, nung malapit na yung travel date, and then I checked sa Klook. For some reason, kasi I was trying to book an activity sa Klook, kaya napunta ako sa website ng Klook. And then I stumbled upon, kasi parang siyang nag-sponsored siya eh. Parang lumitaw yung hotel na nabook ko sa Klook. And then I realized na mas mura yung sa Klook in such a way na hindi ko na ma-cancel yung sa Agoda kasi medyo malapit na yung dates. Although meron naman supposedly na feature si Agoda na pwede mong i-price match if you happen to see the same booking, the same hotel, tapos nakita mo siya sa other website like booking.com or yun nga, Klook, ng much cheaper, parang ipa-price match nila yon. But that feature kasi, since malapit na nga yung travel date, hindi na siya pwede. Ayun, so sayang lang. Because of that experience, it was a lesson for me to double check other websites as well. Kung desidido ka naman na dun sa hotel. So minsan there are price difference talaga pala when booking sa iba't ibang websites. Ayun, so ito na nga. I-record ko lang yung screen kasi sa phone lang ako nag-search ng mga hotels na ibubook ko. Kasi nagbubook talaga ako sa Agoda app. But you can also book sa Klook. Again, as I've mentioned, maybe there will be times na makikita nyo na mas mura pa sa Klook or mas mura sa elsewhere. So, before confirming, actually yung page na doon sa Agoda na after the taxes and all the other fees, no, so the final price, doon ako mag-base kasi minsan iba yung presyo, may dagdag pa kasi yung presyo na naka-post. Like for example, 1.3 lang, tapos merong additional, so magiging 1.5 or 1.6. So yun lang yung i-watch out ko din. I just make sure na before I check out, before I pay for the hotel, nakasama na sa lahat-lahat. And then, ganun din yung gagawin ko sa other platforms, other apps. Okay, so nandito tayo sa homepage ng Agoda. Ang status ko na dito is Platinum. Wow! And I've actually searched the previous list ng hotels, but hindi ko pa siya meron tayong mga discount coupons na I will be collecting just so that mas mababa yung makikita price. Ayan, so kagaya dito may mga 85 pesos applied, etc. Location is very important when booking a hotel. Your hotel location is very important. That's why as much as possible you have your itinerary already. Kasi parang gagawin mo, ilalapit mo yung hotel mo dun sa mga places na madalas kang pupunta dun sa itinerary na ginawa mo. So like for example here, when I click on the map, actually karamihan ng mga hotels na nakikita ko are dito sa San Juan. Of course, it's gonna be my first time sa Sikihor. So definitely I will be visiting Paliton Beach, right? Dito sa area na to, yan, marami namang hotels dito. And being like a budgetarian, ang criteria ko lang is that kailangan ko ng sariling bathroom. I wanted to be comfortable kasi, and I don't actually book a hostel where I share a room with other people kasi for security reasons, kasi medyo uncomfortable ako knowing that my things are in the same room as other people na hindi ko naman kilala. And also, ganun din sa bathroom. Of course, hostels definitely would have a shared bathroom, diba? So, yun yung medyo non-negotiable ko lang when it comes to booking a hotel. I make sure that there is a bathroom for that room. So, I actually prioritize itong may mga star, may mga best sellers sa app. And also, of course, check the review. So, ito, the Shukran Apartel. Security for me is very important. Knowing that we are in the Philippines and medyo hindi naman ganun ka-common ang hotel sa pupuntahan nating lugar. Medyo mas meticulous ako pagdating doon sa bagay na yun. So, my budget is below 2,000 siguro. As you can see, merong mga high-end like 3,500, 3,600, ganyan. Pero may mga mura din naman. I always just check yung mga mura. For example, this one had, so it's only 1,360. So as you can see, meron siyang bathroom, diba? Pwede to actually for me. Meron din siyang free cancellation before 828. So that's also good. It's just for 1,360. I-heart ko lang para ma-check ko again sa other websites if ito na yung pinakamababa na makita ko. Hanap pa tayo banda dito. For example, ito is 2,000 naman to 2,100. Mukha din siyang okay. And meron siyang yung bathroom ba niya is okay. So ito lang is 2,100 siya, pero you cannot actually cancel once you booked it. Mahal pa siya. Medyo mahal pa siya for me. So let's try to book or check another. Another way how I sort is to sort by the lowest price. Tapos, dito mag-check. Tapos, once na meron kang makita, then you check the location na lang. Again, so this is another way. For example, ito, if you just look at the map, di mo makikita yung mga pictures nila. So, makikita mo rin. For example, sea view sila. So, just sort by the lowest price dun sa app ni Agoda. So, check natin if meron pa tayo makita na okay. So, syempre yung mga mura na nakikita mo na 700. Actually, it started with 400 yata. So, may idea naman ako na, of course, for that price, you cannot get an exclusive room na may toilet and bath. Tapos, minsan naman, mababa nga siya. Pero if makikita mo yung location, it's very far from sa main road. As travelers, we have to be cautious and ina-anticipate natin yun. Diba? Very important that you really check on the location. Mas makakatipid ka rin sa transportation. Kasi, like for example, we have 3 days and 2 nights sa Siquijor. Siyempre, pupunta, aalis. So, yung transportation, kung malayo yun, hindi mas mahal yung transportation mo. Nakamura ka nga sa hotel, pero mahal naman yung transportation mo and then the time din for you to travel. So, be very wise in choosing your accommodation. So, I can be maselan and not maselan at the same time when choosing the hotel. Kasi, of course, I also know that the whole day naman, hindi ka naman magsistay sa hotel. Or whenever I travel, I don't really stay much in hotels. Okay, so, I stumbled upon this Tees Ocean View Beach Resort. It has a private beach. Actually, 8.8 yung rating niya. Tapos, 151 reviews siya. So, it's very significant. Medyo consistent. Almost 9, di ba? May free cancellation siya. So, at least may shower pa rin naman siya. So, you can see the location by clicking here. Okay. Okay, so I will still consider that. Kasi, again, the ratings are excellent. Tapos, reasonable yung price at 1,064 lang. Malapit din siya sa city proper, I guess. So, I will have to double check the itinerary. But then again, meron siyang cancellation. So, no damage will be done. Diba? Kahit na-book ko siya, hindi ko pa siya babayaran. So, I can also look for other options if ever meron akong makikita pang mas maganda. Diba? Kanina, we checked yung Hannah's place. Also, some other places. No? Pero for me, medyo naglilin towards ako dun sa first one, which is yun nga. And then, in-add to cart ko na siya para din nga ma-check yung final price. The final price is 3,436.60. I checked on Klook na parang siguro bago pa lang siya dito sa platform na to, no? Or siguro dahil Agoda preferred yung status ko, may discounts na I don't know. But clicking on the same dates on the Klook app, non-refundable na nga siya. 1,796 per night pa siya. Para apples to apples yung comparison. I try to click yung may refund kasi actually sa Agoda, pay nothing until May 28. Dito, if you cancel before May 27, you pay a cancellation fee. Better yung Agoda nga. Final price for Klook is 3,669.1. So, mas mura sa Agoda, right? Sa Dumaguete, I'm already decided Golden Gate Suites na yung ibubook ko for Dumaguete kasi number 1, 8.4 yung ratings niya with 2,810 reviews. So, yun pa lang, medyo okay na siya. With Hannah's Place naman, 9.2 yung rating niya and 491 reviews. So, this one is good enough for me. Tapos, parehas pa sila na may free cancellation before May 28 and May 30, which is also a good thing kasi parang if may makita pa ako na mas mababa before my travel, maka-cancel ko pa siya, diba? Yun, that's it. That's how I book.